Hi, this is Nick Merritt with thedigitalyardsale.com, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial today on textures. So let's say you have a logo or a photograph that you want to put on a paper or wood or a wall or concrete. It doesn't matter as long as it's a flat surface texture. This is a good way to do that and make it look like it's been there for a while. Give it a nice worn and weathered look while placing it on a texture. So I have a old paper texture with some folds in it that you'll be able to download from the website, and I also have my personal logo, but for the purpose of this tutorial you can use pretty much anything. You can use a photograph, you can use your logo, you can use text if you don't have anything else. Just type some text out and rasterize it. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to grab my logo and I'm going to drag it over here, and I'm going to hold shift so that it drags to the center. And I'm going to apply a blending mode of multiply. So you can click this drop down and choose multiply, or you can use the quick way, which is Option Shift M. Alright, so what that does is going to allow some of this texture through, and we can see some of the folds, and that's starting to look pretty good just by doing that. But it's not quite, it doesn't look real. Like if you have this paper folded up in your pocket, there's going to have some wear to it, especially along the folds. So that's what we're going to work on today. So now click the background texture layer, and we're going to duplicate it by hitting Command J. Now take that duplicate and drag it to the top. Alright, so we're going to desaturate this by using Command Shift U. Alright, now we're going to go into our layer, or not, excuse me, our levels, and choose Command L. And you see this wave right here, that would be the information in this spectrum. So there's not a lot of blacks, there's not any bright whites, but there's a lot of lighter colors up there at the top. So we're going to drag the black little arrow all the way up to the end of that, and we're going to drag the white down as well. We want to get in this area is where we know our logo is right here, so the amount of dark black texture, that's what's going to be taken from the logo. We're going to be using this as a layer mask, so the darker you make it, the grungier it's going to look. If you don't want a lot of grunge to it, then make it much whiter. So just kind of play around until you get something that looks good. I'm going to go with that for now. So I'm going to select all by choosing Command A, and then Command C to copy and Command D to deselect. Now I'm going to hide this layer, clicking the eye next to it. I'm going to click my logo layer, and I'm going to add a layer mask. Now I'm going to hold Option and click into this layer mask and hit Command V to paste. So now I've pasted this image in here. Excuse me. And everywhere that is white is going to let the logo come through, and everywhere that's black is going to mask the logo out. So that looks pretty cool. You could leave it like this if you want to, but for some reason when I do folds and when I do the same texture on top of it, it bothers me to leave it exactly the way it is. Some things it works best on. If there's a lot of identifiable textures in the background that you have to leave the same, that's fine. But something like this, we can kind of cheat it. So I'm going to unlink this layer right here, and I'm going to click on the texture. I'm going to Command T to transform. I'm going to right click and choose Flip Horizontal. Alright, so I'm going to hit Enter Return to accept that. Now if you see now, our folds aren't lined up. So I'm going to drag this over here and line up the folds, line up this the grunge fold with the actual fold. Just tweak it a little bit, because I feel like when I do this, it seems to look a little bit better to me. It looks more realistic. To give you an idea, alright, so now let's preview these two. See, I can see these little black dots through here that came through the texture, which is okay, but that bothers me, so I like to flip it sometimes. or to not let the texture be identical to the background when I can. It just gives it a little bit more realism and doesn't look as planned. So that's a good quick way to apply a background texture as also kind of a grunge texture effect using a layer mask. This will work on photographs, it works on logos, it works on text, it works on anything. I've tried it with concrete backgrounds and wood backgrounds. So just go out there and try it. Tweak the settings, make it your own, do whatever you need to get it to look right. And this is a quick tip with the digital yard sale, and thank you.